So Whoopi Goldberg invested in this business with her business partner to have a weed line for people's period pains. And I think that's awesome. This is the Whoopi Goldberg story. Let me start off with this. Context. My history with Whoopi Goldberg starts in elementary school. In elementary school, my mom was very, she was very open to giving her son's culture. Like, she wanted us to experience, cool art, great, performances, and, have a respect for the performing arts. And so she took us to see Whoopi Goldberg. I was in elementary school, my brother was in elementary school, we were little dudes going to see this renowned artist. And she really is renowned. She's an EGOT winner, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, multiple times for some of them. She's an incredible artist. And so that's what my mom was thinking. Atlantic City, we're in the audience, all the words that if you're offended, you should get the fuck out.
And I just want to say, if there's anybody who's a little squeamish about any of this language, get the fuck out now!
She opens up with her first bit, which is all about how she lost her virginity to a tampon. Pretty eye-opening as an elementary school boy with no interest in vaginas yet. That would carry on for the rest of his life. I experienced Whoopi Goldberg. Amazing comedian, amazing actress, singer, everything. She's a treasure, okay? A treasure. This is about the second experience that I had with Whoopi Goldberg, and it is one of the best stories I have. I am a weed smoker. I smoke weed, I have anxiety, that's how I go about it, and I would prefer to smoke a joint and then drink a beer or do a shot. I'm not a drinker, I'm a smoker. Just who I am. It's legal in California, and I lived there for a year and a half. Legal, as in, this is my medical marijuana card right here. That's me. So I'm going to my dispensary. Now, you have to have your card, you have to get buzzed in a door, you have to get buzzed in another door, and then you're in the dispensary and you can, buy stuff as long as you have your card. And my local one was right down the street from me. It was in Hollywood. There is celebrity etiquette in Hollywood. You're not supposed to freak out. If you live there, you kind of get used to seeing celebrities every once in a while. I always try to not freak out and stuff like that. I always try to talk to them like they're human beings, because sometimes they are. I get buzzed in the first door, I get buzzed in the second door, I open up the door, and it's Whoopi Goldberg. And she is over the counter looking at the products. Now I'm thinking, oh my god, Whoopi Goldberg's here. I saw her when I was in elementary school. This is so cool. This is a national treasure. Buying weed at the same store that I am. How cool is that? So I'm thinking all right, I gotta say something to her. I gotta say hi or something. So I go to the ATM. Now she's at the counter. I go past her into the, hit the ATM. She does not see me. While I'm doing that, another guy walks in. Now, he does not have the celebrity etiquette.
Whoopi Goldberg! Whoopi Goldberg! Oh my god, Whoopi Goldberg!
Freaking out. And Whoopi Goldberg handles it in stride. This is a regular occurrence. So she does the hi, very nice to meet you kind of thing, and turns back to the counter. While I'm taking out money, this guy gets his stuff and leaves. And so I walk up behind Whoopi Goldberg. Keep in mind, she has no idea I'm in the store. She thinks she's alone with the guy that she came with. But no, a voice from behind her goes, hey Whoopi. And she goes, what? Because I scared the shit out of her. I literally just walked up behind her, snuck up on Whoopi Goldberg, was like, hey Whoopi. And she was reacted like a normal person would. She was scared. Scared the shit out of Whoopi Goldberg, as you do. I'm nervous now because I knew what I was going to say at this point. I was I'm not going to be one of those typical, I'm a huge fan, I'm going to say something. I was oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Whoopi, when I talk to my mom, I'm going to have to tell her I met you at church or something. And so she starts laughing. And she goes, she'll probably believe you more if you tell her you met me here. I'm laughing, Whoopi Goldberg's laughing, we're sharing a laugh. My heart is growing 3 times the size. But that's it. I don't want to push it, I don't want to try to become friends with her. I just wanted to have a cute little interaction, get my weed and go, and then have a good story. And she's like, what do you want? The woman who works there, what do you want? I'm a regular there, so she knows me. She's sick of my shit at this point. So I'm all right, I just want my regular edible, and I'm ready to go. And so she's all right, it's 25. And I'm oh crap, I only have 20. So Whoopi Goldberg turns and goes, it's on me. He made me laugh. I always remember when somebody makes me laugh. And I'm dude, is Whoopi Goldberg buying me weed right now? What? Now, the way this works is when you order something at the counter, she writes you a prescription, on a prescription pad, and you walk up to a window, which is further, in the shop. I get my prescription thing, I walk up to the counter, and I'm this is my order, and it's on Whoopi Goldberg. She doesn't react. So I'm standing there, I'm smiling, I'm Whoopi Goldberg, is buying this for me. And she's okay, it's $25. Because she did not see Whoopi Goldberg in the store. She is facing out, could not see Whoopi Goldberg thinks that I'm like a crazy person. And this is Hollywood, so that's like a dime a dozen. So she's unfazed as well. She's just like, okay, but it's still $25. So I walk back, Whoopi Goldberg's gone. Like, you know in that story with the monkey fist where they buy the hand and then he turns around at the shop and the shop has disappeared? That's exactly what happened with Whoopi Goldberg. I guess because they were tired of the,
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg, oh.
like they were just like, come back into this private room so you don't have to deal with that shit. So I walk up to the woman who definitely saw me talk to Whoopi and, you know, heard Whoopi Goldberg say that she was buying me the weed. And I'm like, Whoopi Goldberg was gonna buy this for me. And she goes,
You need to calm down.
I didn't think I was freaking out. I was just obviously perplexed at the idea that Whoopi Goldberg was buying me weed. Like, that's a huge thing. But she's like, she thought I was being like crazy.
You need to calm down.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And so she walks up with me to the window and she's like,
You put down your 20.
and then she goes,
The rest is on Whoopi Goldberg.
so now the woman at the window knows that like my story is legit. But now I'm paying, you know, and Whoopi Goldberg's going in on this edible with me. You know, like we're going in on this gummy bear together, me and Whoopi Goldberg. Which is different than like having an awesome story where it's like, and Whoopi Goldberg bought me all the weed and I just left. You know, like no, I paid my money and Whoopi Goldberg paid $5. Which I don't think was Whoopi Goldberg's intention. I think this was the woman who behind the counter's way of like scolding me for like being too excited or something. So she's like,
You know what? You're still gonna pay, but Whoopi Goldberg will throw in 5.
so it's just like, all right, cool. Up until the part where I got yelled at for being excited that an EGOT winner was buying me. You know, it's yeah. Whoopi Goldberg put in on weed with me once. And it was the coolest thing ever. And you know what? She's trying to help women, you know, women with their cramps and stuff like that. And I say, all the more power to you, Whoopi. I fucking love you. And that's it. It's a Whoopi Goldberg story.